Even though the American public may or may not be aware of these statements,
the bill before us will certainly do some good. It will authorize some badly needed funding for better fences and better security along our borders, and that should help stem some of the tide of illegal immigration in this country.
Illegal immigration is wrong, and a primary goal of comprehensive immigration reform must be to dramatically curtail future illegal immigration. Second, operational control of our borders through significant additional increases in infrastructure, technology, and border personnel must be achieved within a year of enactment.
It is wrong and ultimately self-defeating for a nation of immigrants to permit the kind of abuse of our immigration laws.
Not only in the states most heavily affected, but in every place in this country are rightly disturbed by the large numbers of illegal aliens entering our country.
We've got to do several things, and I am, adamantly against illegal immigrants. Certainly, we've got to do more at our borders, and people have to stop employing illegal immigrants.
magically, Pelosi and Schumer don't want to hear the facts, even though they clearly agreed with them years earlier.
And Democrats were fine with border wall fencing as recently as 2013. Of course, the Secure Fence Act of 2006. You had some Democrats, Joe Donnelly, saying that he'd be fine with a $5,000 border wall allocation. You had Joe Manchin campaigning this year on border fencing, on border wall. I think his ad actually said, "I support the Trump border wall." I think this is more about Chuck Schumer squeezing his members, not giving Donald Trump a win in the 11th hour, and that's frankly where we are. We're here because it's a Chuck Schumer shutdown, once again.
In the last 2 years, ICE officers made 266,000 arrests of aliens with criminal records, including those charged or convicted of 100,000 assaults, 30,000 sex crimes, and 4,000 violent killings. Over the years, thousands of Americans have been brutally killed by those who illegally entered our country, and thousands more lives will be lost if we don't act right now.
As the Wall Street Journal reported recently, Speaker Pelosi interrupted Homeland Security Secretary Kirstjen Nielsen, who had been repeating statistics related to border security. Pelosi told Nielsen, "I reject your facts," whereby Nielsen responded, "These aren't my facts. These are the facts." Earlier today, President Trump expressed his intention on declaring a state of emergency on the southern border.
I think we might work a deal, and if we don't, I may go that route. I have the absolute right to do national emergency if I want.
What's your threshold for when you might make
My threshold will be if I can't make a deal with people that are unreasonable.
And lo and behold, Pelosi and Schumer and their faction of Marxist jabberjaws gave President Trump all of the obstruction he needed.
If you don't understand financial insecurity, then you would have a policy that takes pride in saying, I'm going to keep government shut down for months or years, unless you totally agree to my position. I yield to the leader.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, the president just got up and walked out. He asked Speaker Pelosi, "Will you agree to my wall?" She said no. And he just got up and said, "Then we have nothing to discuss," and he just walked out.
Next stop, state of emergency? Only time will tell. John Bound reporting.